Let's talk about how to have a frog in one's throat and supersize our business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. I found 2 frogs today. Granddaughter one's frogs, and then one of my own little frogs. Now this could be a toad, but I'm going to pretend it's a frog. Although it does have kind of a warty back, so it's probably a toad. This is definitely a little frog that my youngest granddaughter got for Christmas. I love borrowing my granddaughter's toys to start off my videos because it's fun, right? So much boring business talk all the time. It's fun to find ways to bring fun into the business. So, to have a frog in your throat, what the heck does that mean? And still supersize your business. Well, I have a frog in my throat pretty much every day. I think I was born with a frog in my throat. When I was young, I used to get tonsillitis and laryngitis a lot. And my mom said that I talked and sang, if they would let me sing, like a rusty gate hinge. So same thing as a frog in your throat. Hard to get the words out. This is an expression that's from the 1800s in the United States. People tried to blame it on Britain, but it really didn't come from England like many of our idioms did. It came from the good old USA. And it meant that somebody was either so afflicted or so sick or had something going on in their throat that they were croaking like a frog. It can also mean that you're all choked up about something. You're super emotional about an event or something that happens, and usually that's leading to tears, but we're choked up and upset about something to the point where we can't speak. So it's got a lot to do with not speaking or speaking in a raspy voice. As somebody that's had lots of laryngitis in my life, what's the response to this? How do we supersize and grow our business even if we have a frog in our throat? Well, we just do it, right? We show up every day. We show up when we're supposed to show up, whether we feel like it or not, whether we have a croaky throat or not, whether we have to cough our way through or clear our throat and hack our way through or drink volumes of coffee, whatever we have to do to supersize and grow our business, right? So what prevents us from speaking up, sharing our voice, sharing our message, doing what we know is right? Well, in my experience, and much to my chagrin, I would have to admit that whenever I haven't spoken up in the past, I think of situations where I wanted to say something, staff meetings in corporate America or something like that, and I chose to remain silent. Well, why did I choose to remain silent? Number one, out of fear or ego. I didn't want to look stupid. I didn't want to hurt somebody's feelings. I didn't want to make a mistake. I didn't want to lose something, lose my ego or respect in other people's eyes. I didn't want to be embarrassed a lot of the time. I didn't want to be wrong. I mean, the younger we are, the less we like to be wrong. And the older we get, the more we realize, heck, we're all wrong sometime. So sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong. Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're sad. Sometimes we're always, something different. So fear is the thing that prevents us most often from not speaking up. Why don't we stand up for the causes and the things that we believe is right, especially in our business? Number one, sometimes it's also none of our business, right? Sometimes it's not for us to comment on. I think of certain things in my businesses over the decades, and there's certain things that just don't matter in business, right? People's sexual orientation. It's got nothing to do with any of the businesses I've ever been involved in. So why would it ever be a topic or a consideration? It's not. Things like that. But sometimes it's none of our business. Sometimes we're afraid to talk about it, etc. And sometimes it's just not appropriate or it's not necessary. I say keep the things that are necessary for your business, the things that you stand up for, up front and center in your business. But the things that don't matter, just choose not to participate in them. I choose not to participate in politics 99% of the time. 1% of the time I get sucked in just like everybody else. I choose not to participate in discussions and gossip and negativity and competition and things that don't move me personally or my business ahead. And that's up to each and every one of us. But the number one trick is to show up anyway, whether you've got a croaky voice or not. Make sure that you're present, engaged, taking action, standing up and croaking as loud as you can for the people that you're here to support and serve them to the best of your ability, whether you're croaky or not. The cool thing about business and success is that it doesn't matter what you look like or you sound like, you can be successful and achieve anything that you want. So go for it and serve the people that you're here to serve. Love to know your expression or your experience with this particular idiom. Have you ever had a frog in your throat? where you couldn't speak. I remember having to do presentations in front of hundreds of people in corporate America and having like laryngitis, and how I had to still croak my way through those. It was a quality presentations for the entire organization. And you gargle with hot water and hot salt water, and you do the best you can, but sometimes the most important thing is to show up and be there for people and support them in the way they need it. It's already in for today. Have an awesome day. I'll be with you tomorrow with another physical related idiom. And I will say these are a challenge to fit to our business, but it's fun. So I'll keep doing it. I've got another 10 or so to finish off the month. All right, have an awesome day. And I'll of course be with you tomorrow. Maybe with the frog in my throat, maybe not. Have a great day.